Welcome back to my channel, everyone, and thank you for joining me on episode 2 of Drawing with Me. Today's topic is how learning is a struggle or a process. Learning is a process that not a lot of us like to admit, especially in terms of art. I find out it is so difficult to learn how to draw and paint and to see as an artist, and I feel that a lot of the time we don't acknowledge this. We like to credit talent and creativity for good art when it is in fact a process. In today's episode, I'm drawing a face, and faces are hard, and I'm going to struggle so much with those eyes. This is like the beginning of a process where I'm gonna erase one eye, draw lines, grab a ruler, rearrange the face. And I think it's quite fitting for this episode because that is what learning to do art is all about. It's a very humbling experience, and it's about experiencing kind of failures over and over again and keeping at it. It kind of sucks to be a beginner, and I consider myself a beginner. I don't know a lot about the practical side of art, and talent doesn't really help. It doesn't help me to see the way that an artist sees. It doesn't help me. It doesn't make the translation of real life onto paper or canvas or board or whatever easier for me. I think it actually makes it quite hard because I'm walking into every situation with a sort of expectation for myself, when if I didn't think of myself as somebody who could draw, those expectations would not exist. In the art community, there is such an emphasis over style that is in pressure. For me, I see everybody worrying about their style, and I'm like, is this something that I also need to be thinking about? But I'm a beginner. I can't worry about style now because I just want to know how to do the thing. I want to know how to draw. I want to think of something and draw it and love the way it comes out, or know that if I don't like the way it comes out, it's not about my skill level, but more about editing what I am trying to accomplish. There really is kind of like a no pain, no gain a thing about art where if you don't do it, you will not get better. If you don't go through the process of looking at your art and thinking that it is ugly and not beautiful, or at least not the way you want it to be, you won't get better over time. And if you don't keep at it, it won't get better over time. At least for me, I'm learning to be okay with looking at the things that I draw and saying it doesn't look the best and it doesn't look the way I want it to, but it's by practicing that it will get better. Faces are really hard, and I like the way this one turned out, and I had to really tell myself that it's okay. You can keep going. This will be a finished face. There will be a finished product, because I was just doing a lot to just those eyes, to make them work in a way that I liked. Eyes are difficult. Faces are difficult. There are so many planes, so many angles, so many curves. There are so many things happening in a single face, and I wasn't using a reference for this. I decided to, just struggle through it, and I think it turned out quite alright. And when I let go of the stress of the final product, I think a lot of the time I get caught up a lot in how I need this piece to turn out or how I'm expecting it to turn out, and I'm just making my life difficult. I'm learning to let go of the success of each piece. I am not a professional artist. My pieces are not being shown in galleries. They are through my eyes only if I choose to. I mean, I don't have to share these with anyone. I'm choosing to share my drawings online. It's not a requirement at all. And I'm choosing to share this journey with you because I feel that most of the time, and this is really, in a way, discouraging, people don't post their progress, and there's nothing wrong with not posting your progress, but I think it's important to see where other people are starting from and to see how they are progressing over time, because that is, the journey is the meat of it all. It's the real thing, you know. The final product is just one thing. It is the progress that is the reality of art, and I think it is just as important, if not more, than the final product. So I am just letting go of that stress because it is quite unnecessary, and my art isn't where I want it to be. I'm learning to just be okay with that and accept it for what it is. And when it gets to the level that I love and that I am satisfied with, I'm sure that I will find a new way to challenge myself. So this drawing that I'm doing is coming along quite well. I learned to live with the eyes. I did something with the hair. I quite like her face. I should not have darkened her lips as much as I did because it made them look more pouty. I wanted to emphasize them more, but I didn't realize at the time that I was just making them more and more pouty. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy with her face, and I am so happy that you decided to join me today in this episode. Thank you so much. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.